Also, it is my birthday tomorrow.
Oh
so,
my goodness, happy birthday!
Thank you. Got to keep the tradition alive and do some game hunting, you know? Stop number 2 is Value Pawn. Again, very hit or miss location. Sometimes I get something, sometimes I don't. Maybe I'll have some birthday luck this time. Let's go. I have a ton of games in the case that I can't see. I'm gonna have to ask to take a look at them. It's a lot of stuff that's not worth grabbing. It's a lot of garbage. Oh. Okay, they got rid of that. So all the gaming stuff is over here now. Question for you. How much are the games in the back over there? I was asking how much are they? Because I know you rearranged some stuff back here.
Yes, sir. Christmas coming up, so they made us make
Yeah.
it free.
The Halo one right there. One's 9.
Basically 10. After tax.
Okay. It is my birthday. Could you do anything on it for me if I got it?
I could do 10 out fat.
10 out flat.
Yeah. Without tax.
Could you do 9 out flat?
Oh, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I'll do it.
Just which one, the Halo?
The Halo, yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Well, I got something. All right, so I did pick up one game. They did have a bunch of stuff, but it's a lot of the same stuff they had, just in a different location. But I did pick up Master Chief Collection because, again, this game trades in for a decent amount, although I don't think it's worth as much as it used to be. I'll still get like a 30% bonus, so it's worth it. The interesting thing about this one is, as you can see, it's sealed. And because Master Chief Collection is on Game Pass, I think what I'm going to do, because you can't trade in sealed games to GameStop, I'll probably trade in my copy of Master Chief Collection and keep this one sealed. We'll see. I might just decide to just open it, but we'll see. But I'll probably get at least a few bucks extra out of it, because if I'm already buying a new game, I might as well try to get a few extra bucks of free money out of it. So, yeah, one game, $9 out the door. Not terrible. The last few times I've been to Cash America, I've struck out. Will today be different? Will I get some birthday luck? Let's find out. Hey.
Yes, my friend.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. On the top rack, there's a the second one, the Batman one. Yeah, that one. WWE 2K20. Nope. Over to the right. To the right. Right there. Went next to it. There it is. Okay.
Sneaky.
Yep. The Injustice. It's upside down.
Yes.
What's that one? Oh, not that one. The one next to it.
Hi.
That one. Okay. Let's see. On the bottom shelf, the very bottom one. All of those blue ones that don't have anything, I just want to know what they are.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. I got NBA, UFC, and Call of Duty.
Okay. Gotcha. I was just curious what they were. All right.
Fallout.
I'm good. That's a good game. I'm good on all those. Sims 4, that one that right next to it. That one. The PS2 game Rise to Honor. That one.
Oh, that is the Jet Li.
Jet Li, yeah.
It was good. It was by the same time that it came with the Matrix one, and I used to love the Matrix one.
Yes.
And the Max. What was that other one? That it was Max something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, and then for the PS5, can I see Call of Duty and the Lego game? Yeah, those two. I think. What are in the sleeves? Just out of curiosity.
UFCs, NBA, Madden,
Division, Destiny, PS1 NASCAR game. Yeah. Okay.
And you know.
Okay. Gotcha. I was just curious about those. Okay.
Those.
Might be interested in these, depending on what you could do. Also, it is my birthday tomorrow,
Oh
so
my goodness! Happy birthday!
thank you. Got to keep the tradition alive and do some game hunting, you know.
Let's see if we can do something for him. Work it out. Thank you also.
What up, bro?
Got you over there, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You too. You too. All right, so once again, Cash America came through for my birthday. Not as big as in past, but you know, still did pretty solid, and we got some good pickups today. So we're gonna start off with a collection game, and I'm honestly very excited to add this one to the collection because not only is it a game I do not have for PS2, but it is in beautiful shape. We have Jet Li Rise to Honor on the PS2. It is the Greatest Hits edition. This is a really fun kung fu action game that was made exclusively for the PS2. It's a PS2 game I didn't have, and it's a really nice one too. I mean, it's complete. The disc is flawless. You cannot complain with a really good condition PS2 game, especially because I got it for $2. Yes, Cash America for a while was individually pricing their games. It looks like they're not doing that anymore, thankfully. Just because, you know, if they're individually priced, it makes it a little bit harder to negotiate. But it's okay. Got it for $2. Most of the games were under $5. The PS2 game was $2. All the PS4 games were $3. And then the PS5 game was $13. And that one's I did okay on, but I think it's still worth it in the end. Next up, we have Injustice: Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition on the PS4. This is the only version of this to come out on PS4 or Xbox One. The Xbox One did not get the Ultimate Edition physically. They only got the Xbox 360 version. So I'm glad to have this. It's got all the characters from the original Injustice. I did not own a physical copy of it, so I figured, you know what, might as well grab it and add it to the collection. Most of these games I got to trade in, and I think I did okay, especially because the vast majority of them I can at least double my money, if not do a little bit better. Next, we have Batman Return to Arkham on the PS4. I've traded this in many a time. Right now, it's worth like $8. It's in good shape, and I already have a copy, so $6 for trade-in. Not too bad. Pretty happy with that. Next, a bad game, but one that still holds its value for some reason. WWE 2K20 on the PS4. Interestingly enough, this is one of those games where the Xbox One version is actually worth more than PS4 in trade-in. This trades in for about $6, and I paid $3 for it, so absolutely worth grabbing at that price. I don't know why this one has trade-in value. It doesn't make any sense, and I'll explain it in a second, but it does, so I grabbed it. The Sims 4 on PS4, the reason why it doesn't make sense that this has trade-in value is because this game is free. So they recently made the base version of The Sims 4 free on all platforms, including console. So this disc basically has no value, but for some reason GameStop still takes it for $6, so I'll trade it in. And then the PS5 game that I got, and I only got this because, yeah, I can make a little bit of money on it, and I do already have it. If I can get a good bonus, it'll be worth a pretty good amount more, so I think it's a good gamble. We have Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga on the PS5. Trades in for $15, I paid $13, and if I can get some bonuses on it, it'll be worth even more. So overall, I did pretty well in there. Definitely paid a lot better of a price than I did at the thrift shop, but I got a lot more games at the thrift shop. So, yeah, I think I'm only going to do one more pawn shop just because I'm kind of tired and I got a bunch of stuff I need to get done at home. So I think I'll do one more pawn shop and then I'm going to head to GameStop, trade in some stuff, and pick up a new game. So let's head in. All right, last pawn shop before I pack it in. It's La Familia. Very hit or miss. Sometimes I do well, sometimes I don't. Maybe they'll give me some birthday luck as well. Let's go in. Thank you. Yeah, nothing in there. They didn't have a whole lot, and what they had was super overpriced to the point where it wasn't even worth negotiating. So, yeah, that's why that place is super hit or miss. Every now and again, they'll have a decent deal on a higher end game, but most of the time, it's just overpriced junk that they can't sell. So, oh well. I think that's good. I thought about going to one more, but at this point, I think I'd rather just get my trip finished and be able to go home and relax. So we're gonna go to GameStop next, where I'm gonna trade in some stuff and hopefully come away with some stuff. So let's head over there and see what we get. All right, last stop of this game hunting adventure is GameStop. Can't get really any birthday deals here, but I have a pre-order to pick up, and who knows, maybe I'll find some other deals. Let's head in, see what we can find. All right, it is time for another final recap. And yes, I'm sure you've probably noticed by now I've worn the same shirt for the last 3 episodes. That's because I'm filming these recaps all at once. So in case you were curious, yes, I had a bunch of videos that were filmed at once. That happens sometimes, but there was enough good content in each one that I wanted to separate them into multiple videos. So there you go. But for my birthday game hunt, we picked up some really good stuff. We went to a few pawn shops, and of course I picked up some online stuff, and I don't think you've seen all of the online stuff, so we'll get into that in a sec. So we're gonna start off with my pawn shop pickups. I didn't keep a lot of this stuff. A lot of it I traded in for trading credit. And I got some really good stuff with that trading credit, which you'll see at the end. But I'm pretty happy with what I got. So in terms of stuff that I kept, I did keep 2 games from Cash America, where I picked up a few things. First is Injustice, the Ultimate Edition on the PS4. I have a digital copy of this, but I wanted a physical one. Of course, Injustice, it's the original DC fighting game. Really good game. I also have Injustice 2. The Ultimate Edition only came out on PS4, did not release on Xbox One, but it also came out on Xbox 360. I don't know why, but they released the PS4 version, so I wanted the PS4 version. Anyway, paid $3, and this is worth $8, so it has some pretty solid value. Pretty happy with that result. This one was pretty cool ad, and again, it's not every day you find a complete and in really good shape PS2 game. So of course I had to grab this one. We have Jet Li Rise to Honor on the PS2. Classic action game. If you had a PS2 back in like 2004, 2005, you probably wanted this or had this game. It was a big seller. It's an exclusive. I paid $2 and this is worth $8. So again, solid bundle of games there. Now we're gonna go to some online pickups, and I don't know if I showed you these. I don't think I did. So we're gonna start off with Amazon. So of course, Amazon has been copying a lot of what other places have been doing in terms of online sales. So that's why, especially with Amazon Prime, it's a good idea to keep an eye out, because sometimes Amazon will match a price that a different store has online, meaning you can get it with 2-day Prime shipping. That's what I did with these games, and I think they're really good additions. They're 2 games that I've heard great things about, and I'm excited to add them to the collection. So first off, we have A Hat in Time on the PS4. I picked this up mostly because Corey played it and beat it and really liked it. And second of all, I've just heard good things about it. So there were 2 different versions. There's a Switch version and the PS4. I got the PS4 one just because I think this game will probably play a little bit better on a system like the PS4. Anyway, I paid 15 bucks because it was on clearance, I believe, on GameStop site for 15 bucks. And it is worth 30, so nice little bump up in value there. Next up, another game that I've heard a lot about, and I do know, yes, I can play this game on Game Pass, but games are not on Game Pass forever. I've heard really good things about this, so I figured I'd grab a copy. And I've been waiting to find a physical copy of this game for a good price for a while. And I finally found it on Amazon, so I figured I'd grab it. We have Road 96 on the Xbox Series X. So this is a game where you will play a hitchhiker, and your choices affect how far you go, and all kinds of things can happen. I've heard it's very fun, so I'm definitely excited to try it out. Probably for the channel, honestly. I might do a play session of this, or maybe several on the channel. Anyway, I paid $12 for this because this was also on clearance on GameStop site, and it is worth $32. So pretty happy with that. Both Hat in Time and Road 96 are new from Amazon. I did open them, but they're new. Next, we're gonna go to Exchange. I know I've explained this a few times, but I'll do it again for those who have not watched. My employer, Comcast, has an online store where sales agents are able to redeem points that we earn for doing certain things on products. And one of those products is video games. And let me tell you, that's one of my favorite things. Actually, it's the only thing I've used my points on so far since I've started working for Comcast. Although right now I do have a very large stockpile of them. I'm probably going to hold on to them for a while just because I don't know when I'm going to have this many points again. But usually what I'll do is I'll scrape together like 200 or 300 and get myself a new video game. Or in this case, I got 2 new video games that I did not have to pay a dime for. We're going to start off with Mario Strikers Battle League on the Switch. Yes, I know this game does not have a great reputation, but I wanted to play it. It looks fun. I'm sure the multiplayer is at least decent, so I figured I'd grab it, and especially at the price of $3.99, might as well. So I paid nothing for it, and it's worth 43 bucks because it's a first-party Switch game. The other one, and this one was one I was interested in because it has some really interesting classic fighting games, but especially to get it for the price of nothing, can't go wrong. The Capcom Fighting Collection on the Xbox One, classic arcade fighting games, a bunch of different ones, including the Night Stalkers games. Pretty excited to add it to the collection. Paid nothing, and this one is worth $37 in brand new condition. And then we're going to end the GameStop, and I picked up 2 games. One of which was a pre-order, and I've actually played a fair amount of, and we'll talk about that when I get there. The other one, it's a game I saw on clearance, and it was for a really good price, so I figured, you know what, might as well grab it. So that one is Rabbids Party Legends on the Switch. It's a kind of Mario Party-ish game made by Ubisoft with the Rabbids. I always enjoy party games. This one looks pretty decent, and it was already on clearance at GameStop. I paid $50 in trading credit for this, and it's worth $30, so pretty happy. And this was also the last Switch copy that they had, so I'm glad I was able to snag a copy of it. So 15 bucks for a new party game on the Switch, cannot complain there. Finishing up everything is the game that I traded in everything towards, and I have to say I am very glad I did because I really like this game. And I'm actually going to go play it again in a few minutes. We have Marvel Midnight Sun on the Xbox Series X. This is the Legendary Edition that comes with the Season Pass. If you don't know what this game is, it is a turn-based card RPG with a bunch of Marvel characters. Now, some are the more traditional ones like Iron Man or Spider-Man, and then you also have the magic users. So the result is a really interesting combo of XCOM-like tactics, but with a card game. And there's also a social interaction element where you're supposed to like bond with different Marvel heroes, with your hero who's called the Hunter, your customizational character. The result is a really good game. It's fun, the writing is excellent, it's very easy to get into. I'd easily say this is one of my favorite games of the year, and if you watch the Yearies on my main channel, which is debuting Christmas Eve, although by the time this episode comes out, it's already debuted. If you watch the Yearies though, this game was nominated for Game of the Year, because I really like it that much. I think it's an excellent game, so definitely play it if you're a Marvel fan. Definitely play it if you're like a tactical RPG fan. You're gonna like it. Anyway, this was $90 in credit, and it's worth $90 because it's a brand new game. There we go. So after 3 weeks, I finally have completed all of my birthday game hunting adventures, but of course, Christmas is coming up, so I did some more game hunting right before Christmas. So be sure to stay tuned next week because we got some other pretty fun pickups for that. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of The Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're pretty close. Last I checked, as of the time of this recording, we're at about 400, a little over that. So if you want to help us get to that 1,000, where we're going to do a big giveaway as soon as we hit the YouTube Partner Program, we're going to do a big giveaway involving the Bargain Game Hunter. So help us reach that goal, and who knows, maybe you'll win some video games that I go hunting for. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week on the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.